Hello everyone, my name is Sky Motion and today I'm going to be discussing the fact that it is officially 5 years since my rape in my dorm room, which happened 2020 in January. The fact that it's been so long is crazy to me, but also it feels like it was so long ago, but in my brain, like when I think back on it, it also feels like it was yesterday. And I think anniversaries, and I don't feel like that's the right word for it, but that's the only word that I personally have been able to think about it as, are really difficult as survivors. And trying to figure out how to move forward and not hold on to that moment on those really difficult anniversaries is a struggle. And I think for me, the first year was the most difficult. So January 25th, 2021, I held a protest demonstration rather on my campus, right outside of the dorm that I was sexually assaulted in, and held up a sign that said I was 17 and blackout drunk. Did I still deserve it? Or it said something like that. I can insert a photo. That year, I think, was the hardest. Now, each anniversary, I definitely think about it, and it's hard, but it's not as difficult anymore as it was then. I think time really does heal. It doesn't heal everything. It doesn't fix things, doesn't eradicate wounds, but it definitely helps to lessen the intensity of the pain that you have from that experience. But my way of healing these last 5 years from that experience has really been through therapy, through eye movement desensitization reprocessing therapy, so EMDR, and narrative therapy I've also utilized, and then just regular talk therapy as well. Those have really helped me through the experience, especially because with my experience when I was raped, I was blackout drunk, so I woke up having no memory of what had happened the night prior, and was naked in a bed with a man who I barely knew. And that was absolutely terrifying. And then going through the Title IX experience, and then the criminal justice experience, and getting very limited justice from Title IX. He only got suspended for 1.5 years, which wasn't even the duration of the time that I had left. So he was able to rejoin the university while I was still attending. For the criminal justice system, I simply got a letter saying that there was insufficient evidence, which they never even tested my rape kit, my SANE exam, which infuriated me and still does. Working through therapy was very helpful for me, but I think what was instrumental for me to heal and grow was being able to talk about it, being able to share my experience with my family and friends, and then also later on, once I felt comfortable, like a year after the fact, on social media, and being able to talk about it with other survivors and make a difference and impact people and make change with my story to make a policy change in my university and create an organization, a club, which was entitled Ruse Against Violence Everywhere, which is kangaroos were the mascot of the University of Missouri, Kansas City, which is where I attended when I was assaulted. And being able to become friends with the chancellor and many other faculty who really pushed for these changes that I requested, and being able to have that backing was very healing. But I also got a ton of backlash from the community, and I think the main ways that my rape in 2020 changed me are that I do not trust people easily whatsoever. But I think that was instilled in me even before then, as a survivor of child sexual abuse. Having that experience and having so many friends turn on me and support my rapist instead of me really solidified for me who I want to be friends with and what kind of relationships I value in my life. And because of that, I have a very small knit, tight knit group of friends. Healing is not linear, and through these last 5 years, I have had emotional breakdowns, panic attacks, basically you name it. But I think the main message that I want to get across in this video is I think that if my younger self, my 17-year-old self, was able to watch a video of me, almost 23 now, saying that it gets better and you're gonna be okay, and your life will not revolve around this forever. And I think that in itself would have re-energized me and caused me to feel less isolated. And so I hope that I can be that for other people. And really in these last 5 years, my perspective on the entire experience, not just the rape, but the aftermath, has shifted. And in saying that, I mean, I still very much hold all of these people accountable, but I also realize how flawed people are in general, and everyone has their own baggage, and that is not an excuse for behavior, but it is a reason. And being an adult now and having that level of maturity, not holding so much resentment towards the people that hurt me, has allowed me to heal and not be so angry all the time. Because I think after and during those 5 years, I was really angry. And I think I've gone to a point in my life now where I'm not. I mean, if I were to see the people who really hurt me during that aftermath, I don't think I would be fuming like I would have if I was 17 still or 19 still. And I mean, time really does change a lot. And I want people to know that while you've experienced a horrendous act that had catastrophic consequences for you in your day-to-day life, it is not impossible to be happy again and to live a life without that big rain cloud just sitting on top of you. So I just wanted to really make this video to look back on too, because I'm sure when it's been 10 years since I'll have more to say, and I've learned more, and I think it's neat to be able to have these like keepsakes, these videos of being able to say, this is where I'm at in this point in time. I know that anniversaries are really difficult. For the first one, I was at a demonstration, really protesting my rights, and for the second one, I was, I think, drinking wine with friends, trying to forget. The third one, I think I like lit a candle and had a glass of wine or something like that, and had family with me. For the fourth year, I was in the ER because I sprained and fractured my ankle, so that was less than ideal. But this year, on the anniversary, I think it was the first time when I actually didn't really do anything to be like, I didn't really do anything to, this isn't the right word, but like commemorate. I don't think that's definitely not the right word, but like I didn't do anything that was like, this is a little prayer or healing ceremony or whatever. I think this was the first year that I didn't do that. I didn't feel the need to do that. And that was interesting. But I still think about that 17-year-old girl who was extremely lost and felt so betrayed by the system, by everyone around her, and I think about all the other 17-year-old girls and 15-year-old girls and 11-year-old girls and what have you, who've experienced this type of cruelty from another human and from our systems that are designed to bring justice but ultimately fail in that capacity over and over again. And I just want them to know that you will make it through and you will heal. So thank you and bye.